Hey, what's up? I took forever to get started because my cat was keeping me jailed. But it's time to maybe finish Murder by Numbers? Depending on how long the last couple puzzles take me. Oh boy. Part of the issues I get so busy talking, but you know, it's like that sometimes. I prefer that over getting to invest in the puzzles, so like, that's fine. But let's do it. OBS is doing the very fun thing where like it doesn't play back my audio for me. So I'm just gonna hope that it is being accurate when it's showing that my BGM is playing. And if not, this is just I don't know if that acapella would be the word. There's just no spice to this part of the stream. And that's just how it is. But I won't hear alerts though, which is sad, but so it goes sometimes. Let's get it. Audio is always a nightmare anyway. So really, it tracks. It just kind of, when this shit happens, it just kind of, it fits. That's just how it works. Let's go though. Thankfully my actual computer audio is working, it's literally just OBS. It's like, thank you for being a functioning program so much. I appreciate it so much. You know, it's not like I rely on you to do shit. It's fine. But, I'm pretty sure all I've got left is the... Let me just refresh mixed up out there, as it might, die. It might hate me. as it tends to do. I'm pretty sure I only had, like, the last row of puzzles remaining. Yeah, the ass. Normal stuff. I say this every time, but I'm like so conflicted about being done with Murder by Numbers, just because it's like, wow, it's like, part of my problem is I play JRPGs, so everything I play takes the longest time, but I have like a mile-long list of games I want to play on stream. So like, I'm always like, man, I wish I was like done with this game so I could move on to like this other thing I want to do, but I'm really liking the game though, so I don't want to be done with it. But like, I've been waiting forever to get started on Zero Escape because I wanted to use that to follow up Trails of Cold Steel, which is a 100-hour JRPG. So it's been a little bit. This is like all my own fault for deciding to focus on JRPGs of all things. Hey Antarctica, thanks for stopping by to say hi. Get you some good rest though. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's like, I decided like, oh, you know what? As a VTuber, I want to focus on JRPGs because I really like that shit. That's like my main genre I play, despite that I haven't played a lot of them. It's a matter of my focus. I can't like finish games. So, despite being into the genre, there's so many I still need to play. But I'm like, oh yeah, this means like, it's gonna be hard to cover a lot of things. Because I'm gonna be spending months on like one game. It's fine, like, I am enjoying what I'm playing, but that does crop up a lot. I'm like, you know, it'd be cool to finally play Final Fantasy VII, since I've never played it. Like, I've never been, like, super interested in playing it. Not that I'm, like, some sort of hipster, I'm like, it's popular, so I don't want to, but it's like, I've never gotten to it, and I'm more focused on, like, not to be a zoomer, but, like, current things. But, like, I do want to experience it at some point, especially, because Tifa, thanks. Tifa and Aerith's content in the remake, from what I've seen, has been really tempting me to get into it, and I want to experience the original first. So, you know, maybe at some point. But it's like, I got all of Trails, I got all of, Zero Escape. Zero Escape isn't notably a JRPG, so it's actually, like, a reasonable length, as far as I know. But there is, like, 2 games in that to get through. Which is great. I love them. I'm glad to have content. But oh my god, there's so many games I want to play. Suffering for having so many choices. And like, I picked up Ni no Kuni in the... shoot, I think it was the New Year's sale on Steam, because I had obviously been aware of that for a while as like, you know, the Ghibli JRPG type game is like, oh, this looks really gorgeous, I should play it sometime. But I'm so focused on like games with cute girls. I'm sure it has some, but it's like, you know what I mean? I have priorities. So I've never actually gone to it. So that's sitting there, and now there's a second game, and the time is taken for me to actually hop on that shit. That's come out. I didn't pick that one up because I don't have a lot of self-control.
And you've been...
Thank you for the gnome monkey. I don't have a lot of self-control, and yeah, except alerts aren't fucking working for me. Thank you. The sound at least isn't playing on my end, but it seems to be playing on the stream. I don't have a lot of self-control, but I have some. Hey, Jazz! Oh, hell yeah. Komi-san emotes. It's so cute. I'm glad someone has one of those. I'm gonna have to rely on y'all to tell me which audio clip plays for, like, Parfield and Slayer. Usually I can fix this kind of thing by restarting, but it's such a minor thing that I never want to do the night stream, so it's like, whatever. Maybe that's just another thing on my checklist to go through. Oh, fuck yes. Oh shit, that is yours! I didn't even look! Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah! But yeah, feel that. It's like setting up your own Discord server. But so much more dedication. I respect it. Where was I? Yeah, there's a lot of JRPGs that I have to actually get to. Like, recently I've been reminded of Chrono Trigger I never played, and Mother 3. I've watched a playthrough. Oh fuck yes. Oh fuck yes, bunny emotes. That's cute. I've watched a playthrough of Mother 3, but that was ages ago. I was pretty young at the time, so I don't remember much of it. Although there is the conflict of like, I'm trans and playing a game like Mother 3 that has the kind of content it has is a little like, I'm not sure I'd enjoy that, but the rest of the game is great, so from what I remember anyway. And I put up with a lot of shit in Trails anyway. They do some gross stuff, despite how much I love the rest of the game. I've heard so much good about Mother 3. I liked when I actually read through the playthrough, and I enjoyed it. I was, like I said, young at the time, so I don't remember much of it, but I remember enjoying it. I haven't played Earthbound, so that's another one. There's definitely a lot of classics that I've just never touched. Because it's like, why would I go on Virtual Console to play these games when I have so many more recent games that all my friends are talking about? You know? Okay, I've gotten past all the, like, super obvious ones. I feel like maybe the 1431... Otherwise, I could, Damn it. Either way, though, this one is definitely... Right? Yeah, it would have to be. There's no real way to have the 4 in there without that being the case. Okay. There's a lot of Final Fantasy games in general I have to play, since the only one that I've ever, the only ones I've played are, like, a little bit of 11, technically, obviously a lot of 14, and the, like, beginning of 13. I need to get back to it at some point. I'm attached to it because I watched a playthrough of it when I was younger, and, like, I like Fang and Vanille a lot. I need to actually play through it fully, and, the sequels too, which I own. So, maybe at some point. Yeah, it gets a lot of flack, and I get why, but also it has lesbians, so, like, what do I look like? I do not look like someone who has the willpower to ignore lesbians. That's what I do not look like. Exactly. Like, if you've ever seen Fang, you don't even need to play the game. You know she's the best Final Fantasy character of all time. Just look at her. She's like, she's not my favorite in 13, that'd be Vanille. But very close second, I love her. Fucking killer design. I think everyone should regard her at least once. Makes me feel away. I'm like, ma'am? Ma'am? They did that for me, I think. And I'm not even normally into that type of, like, character design. Like, I like it. But it's not, like, my main big thing that's, like, appealing to me. But I can't deny it, they did a good fucking job. I really do want to get into... Oh god, which one is Kryl from? I think 5... It was 5 or 6. Same one with Terra. That's another one that's, like, tempting me. 5 also... Oh no, I'm thinking 4 would be the one that, like... 4 had the after years and generally kind of... From what I've seen, I don't really enjoy it. I don't know, numbers don't make sense. Whichever one had Bart's. And the old pervert, more importantly. Those types of characters, like, there is no faster way to get me, like, completely uninterested in any Star Wars story than to have, like, the old pervert character. I'm just like, wow. Yeah, that's what I wanted out of a fun story. To see a dude being creeped, like, in real life. The people in real life who I don't want to be associated with and never want to see and want to fucking beat the shit out of. Yeah, that's what I enjoy in, like, the main party and not, like, at the very least as a villain. They're like, haha, it's so funny. It's like, huh. Says something about you, doesn't it? It's just boring, too, is the thing. Hey, Sierra, thank you for the hydrate. There's probably a million other games I could list off that I have been, like, looking at. But we'll see. We'll see where I'm at on that. I probably realistically just have to, like, make the majority of my week, like, playing one specific game so I can get through stuff. I might pivot to that at some point. So I'm like, if I'm gonna be primarily playing JRPGs on this channel, realistically speaking, I know now from playing through Trails of Cold Steel, and just mathematically, that getting through a 100-hour JRPG if I'm only streaming it once or twice a week, takes forever. And as much as it's nice to have things that last a long time, I also want to, you know, move on at a certain point. Love Trails of Cold Steel, love the world building. Wow, at a certain point I was like, you know, for as much fun as I'm having here, for as much as this is like so for me, well, there are so many games I would like to be starting right now. It's such like not like a first world problem, but like that same kind of vibe where it's like, oh my god, I have too many games to play, but you know, the content. So you being here does remind me though, I also need to play this guy. Yeah, like the time constraints. Working a 40-hour-a-week job is sure restricts you on playing JRPGs. Speaking of, I'm still at like the very beginning of Legends Arceus, and I need to get further. I need to do more. Oh my god. I want to experience more of the game. It's really, really good. But I keep and this is the real sad thing about my life right now. I keep doing productive things. I'm not doing well at doing the productive things. I take forever to do them, and it's like slow incremental progress, but I am doing productive things. One of those productive things is writing my character background for a D&D campaign, but like, that's something people are relying on me to do, so like, you know what I mean. Also, yeah, I saw from like how long it took you to get through that it's not nearly as bad. It seems like it's more so the, once you get to post-game for grinding. Which you are out of your mind about, which I've known for a long-ass time. I have known you for long enough. Honestly, even just knowing that you're really into Bravely. That's all I needed. Plus, you also just say it. But yeah, Trails is a not necessarily an outlier for JRPGs. 100-hour JRPGs aren't abnormal, but it's definitely on the higher end. So at the very least, it's not going to be like that for like every game. But also, Trails alone is going to be probably like, oh my god, like, even just assuming that the Cold Steel games, the more recent games are the ones that are 100 hours, and like, you know, Trails in the Sky might be shorter, or whatever. Like, let's say 50 hours per Trails in the Sky game. That's 150 for that whole series. And irresponsibly assume the same thing for Crossbell, that's another 100 hours. Plus 400 hours for all the Trails games. Plus another 100 hours for the crossover epilogue. I think that's up to 750. Plus there's the other game after that for 850. Hello? There's a new Bravely game? Like, past Bravely not... Bravely Default 2, I got it mixed up. I'm a genius. Yeah, there are a couple of games past Bravely Second. I also need to go back to Octopath Traveler because it's really fucking good, but it's a long-ass JRPG. So, I got, sidetracked and started doing other shit. I love... what I played at Octopath Traveler, I love Trails so much. But I only really got to, the second chapter for a bunch of characters, and I'm, I keep, remembering that, and I'm like, ah, that game's so good! Yeah, I thought I heard something about a mobile game, but I was like, Bravely already had a mobile game, I'm probably just thinking of that. I guess not! Meanwhile, fucking Triangle Strategy's coming out, and I'm also really into that. I'm also really into that. It's, I love what I've seen of Triangle Strategy so far. It's, like, I don't know. The story so far isn't, like it's fairly standard, JRPG story, well written, I think. On the more, like, it feels like it's more on, like, the hard political side, where it's, like, I don't know, the equivalent of, like, more, what's the word for, like, sci-fi that's, like, is it, like, hard sci-fi, I think? It feels like that. Where it's less, like, fluffy fantasy and more just, like, nitty-gritty. Which normally isn't really my thing. Like, I appreciate it, but I don't... I'm more into, like, fluffy, like... Yay, we're all going to magical school and shit like that. But, oh my god, I'm really invested. It's really cool! And the only thing you need to say to me to get me psyched for a fucking demo is... You can transfer your save over to the main game. Like, yes! It's such, like, a mundane thing, but I'm like... You mean I can just get an early start? Fuck yes! Yeah, like, that's the thing, like, it's just the demo. So it's hard to judge for now. But I like the characters so far, they're fun. Not, like, again, not exceptionally interesting, but I enjoy them. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing, like, what they do with them past this point. Like, once the story gets into more, like, Bravely, Team Bravely shenanigans. It should be interesting. I've been stuck on this for a hot minute. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I mean, that's nothing new. I know at the very least. Consistence into 5. There's a 2 right there. Okay. I mean... This has to be the 1 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay. But hello, what the fuck? Different party for the Bravely Second demo? Somehow I didn't even know about this. I remember the, Bravely demo being, like... I mean, notably different from the main story, but it felt more like a normal, like, hey, we're just gonna put you in this, like, later area with a full party so you can experience it. So it wasn't, like, that funky, but it's also been a hot minute. And I know, it's like... It didn't quite get me into the game. The Bravely Default demo. It was good. Just being able to see all those mechanics, but, like, until I started, like, the proper game, I was like, that was the point where I was like, okay, yeah, this is what I'm into. Like, this is something that I can invest a lot of time into. I still haven't finished Bravely Default because I'm a clown. Part of my problem is I'm not, like, as much into, like, super grindy JRPGs, so, like, a certain part of the plot is just like, okay, I'm kind of having to just trudge through all this, and it's, like, interesting in concept, but, you know. I know, I love the character so much, I need to. It's been fucking, like, 6 years at least, which is insane for, like, an amount of time to leave a game incomplete for when you really enjoy it. I have the same problem with, Etrian Odyssey. Like, I haven't finished 5. I got it on release. I love Etrian Odyssey. It's my favorite fucking, like, one of my favorite series, I think. But I'm so slow about like going back to it and finishing it. Yeah, I bet you did love that part. That was very you core. But like it's like I'm attached to my guild in 5-2. I love them. Honestly, yeah, you're not wrong. I could just replay the entire game. But I just haven't fucking. I'm at the final boss is part of the problem, and it's an Etrian Odyssey game, so they're hard as shit. Yeah, honestly. Bravely's got a good-ass story. Just, like, on the whole, not even just, like, the main story. Team Bravely's writing team is so fucking good, it's insane. Like, so another reason I need to go back to, like, all of their games, the 2 games I have left incomplete from them. Plus also do Bravely Second. I'll get there eventually. I would that there were still people doing, capture card mods for 3DSs. Because then I could just, well, I would want to restart it anyway, so, like... But it'd feel nice to play it on a regular 3DS and complete my actual physical game that I own. Honestly, yeah, like, I mean, I obviously can't compare as far as, like, versus the other games, but, I literally own Bravely Second, you know this. It's still shrink-wrapped. I'm like, yep, I love this game. I'm gonna play the sequel. 6 years later. I'm so bad at focusing on games, is like half the thing. I can't dedicate myself to a game and just finish it. Unless there's like some external force prompting me to, like for example being a VTuber. And like, wanting to not leave people hanging. Yeah, I mean, like, I literally have no reason to unwrap it at this, like, before I finish, default. So, like, as sad as it is, there's no, like, there's no reason to not, like, leave it pristine, I guess. That's gonna be, that is also true. You are an external force. I don't know what it is that, like, gets me to actually finish things on my own. Because I do, like, believe it or not, I do accomplish that sometimes. I have finished games. I think it's usually my friends, which makes this especially funny. Because it's like, wow, what's stopping me then? I've got a friend who's being very menacing about it. Brains are weird. They do weird things. It's hard to focus on things and actually finish them, thanks to the human brain for functioning. Works all the time. Does not need repairs. That... yeah, fair. Yeah. I still haven't finished, Brilliant Diamond, but I think I'm justified in that because it's not a good, remake. Yeah, actually, now that you mention, I remember that. You just, like, disappearing, coming back. I finished Bravely Default 2, and it had barely been... You finished it pretty fast. It was like a... week or something? I was like, I mean, I guess I should have expected this. I'm trying to think of like what I have actually completed recently on my own accord, aside from like Final Fantasy 14 and Walker. 80 hours, yep. Just, you know, just, you know, working like 2 jobs. And that much time spent in Bravely's. Ah, you do have your insane moments. Pretty frequently, actually. That happens a lot. Part of the issue with me trying to think of any games I've completed, aside from Final Fantasy 14, is I was primarily playing 14 for a long time, and that, like, I didn't get seriously invested in a lot of other games. God, what would have been? Like the last game I played before Endwalker. I can't fucking think of any. Love to be a gamer. Love to be a gamer and not even game. What did it have been? Sword and like a Pokemon Sword? That feels wrong because it's been a hot second, but it's also very possible that that was it. Yeah, the Somnium Palace, that is true. But like off stream at least. Cause like stream is like, it's public. I'm not counting stream games out, cause it's like so public and like something that I like schedule and hold myself to. Versus like playing games on my own is very like, I just do whatever the fuck I want. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, I made the same mistake as I made like a little bit ago where I thought, oh, this has to be the 5, right? It might not be. Yeah, I'm like struggling to think of games that I've completed just for myself. I don't know, maybe completing games is overrated. I promise I'm not saying this to get out of playing Bravely Default. Don't kill me, please. Now, I feel like the only way for this to work is if it's like that. Yeah. Or no, no. Because it could be like 2, 2, 1, 1. But either way, this has to be like that. I would love to know your evil Bravely secret. Now I can actually fill that in. As well as... You have so many evil secrets, I'm sure. Trying to think of what other, like, even just JRPGs in general, aside from Pokemon Sword, I've even finished. It's hard. What the fuck have I been playing for, like, the past couple of years, even? God, isn't that the question? What games have released? What games have released that I bought? Surely they exist. That is very fair. Yeah, I mean, gacha games have been... Hey, Kaiby's with the raid! Why did I actually hear that this time? Oh, it's because it's through stream elements. Let's go! Let me give you that shout out. Also, hi, I'm having funny audio issues for the, stuff that's supposed to play back for me isn't. Thanks, OBS. But... Oh yeah, Monster Hunter. I hope you had a good time. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're doing Murder by Numbers. And I'm talking about how I can't remember any game that I've finished in the past couple of years aside from Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker and Pokemon Sword. Stream games aside. We picrossing though. Best fucking puzzle game all time. But yeah, like, I'm so... Like, nothing's coming to mind as far as, like, games I've played just, like, on my own. Oof. I mean, I know I played, Valhalla, the drink mixing game, but I didn't finish that. I should at some point, it's really good. So that at least comes to mind. I'm also not counting mobile games because you don't really finish those. And it's like I know I played games. Aw, Mateo, thank you for the compliment. There is Grand Blue Fantasy, but again, you don't finish Grand Blue Fantasy. That did eat up a lot of my time though, so that's probably another culprit. Another culprit would be college. College kind of stops you from playing video games. Stops you from finishing video games anyway. Playing them for escapism? Nah, that'll happen. All my knowledge of, like, major game releases, like, past couple years vanished. There's nothing up there. Like I said, I started Octopath. I really need to finish it. Okay, true. Dee's Journal is an exception. Literally, I'm going to quickly look at my goddamn Steam. I have to know, like, this is bothering me so much. Have I finished a game? Anytime recently. I'm also gonna have to take a look at my Switch and 3DS, cause like what have I been doing? What have I been doing? Playing Final Fantasy XIV Online: A Realm Reborn, apparently. Hey, Gothic! No raid message raid. Let's go. I mean, to be fair, I've been playing a lot of games with friends, so, like, I've been having a good time. I just haven't been finishing shit. Which is, you know... Who can say whether that's good, bad, or neutral? Honestly, Jazz, yeah, you got a point. Lightly experiencing games and moving on is... It's a way to go. It's a way to go. It's valid. It's a valid way of experiencing games. Clearly, I do it all the time. I'm like, there's a small part of me that's like, what if I just like whipped out my Switch on my 3DS right now and just like looked at my entire game collection like, what the fuck? Where have I been? Whenever the Switch Etrian Odyssey game comes out, which supposedly is still in the works, they've acknowledged it recently. For those who don't know, Etrian Odyssey is a... For every game perfect is finished, I'll obsess over one and more completed. So true, Seer. Etrian Odyssey is a dungeon crawler where you make your own party that's got like a little character creator. It's pretty simple. It's literally just like pre-made portraits. You recolor them. Anyway, but the main focus is on map making. So like you draw your own maps of the dungeons rather than it being filled out for you. I'm really obsessed with it. It's fucking great. It has a lot of like 10-hour-long demos on 3DS eShop that you can transfer over to the full game. So if it interests you at all, try it. I proselytize Etrian Odyssey all the time. Anyway, they said they teased a Switch game. I don't know if they confirmed it was on Switch, but it like would kind of have to be coming out at some point. And this is an Atlas series for reference. And that was about 3 years ago that they put out the teaser trailer. Or something like that. And they only recently, like, sometime this year were like, hey, yeah, we didn't forget about that. It's happening. Don't worry, it's alive. So I'm over here like... I'd almost given up hope. Like I said, though, it's an Atlas series, so, like, it tracks for it to just kind of vanish from the entire real plane of existence for years at a time, and then be like, hey, we're still doing this. Guess fucking what, idiot? You're not free. But yeah, I gotta play 5 and Nexus. As much as I would like to play Adrenalzy on stream at some point, I'm probably gonna keep Nexus as, like, my own experience, if only because, like, playing through it twice in order to play the real copy of the game I did get on release, and then also on stream through, very legal means, would be a bit much. Oh fuck, Disgaea 6 complete. You're fucked. You're never gonna be able to do anything else now. It's only Disgaea from this point onward. Sorry, but it's true. Did they announce it just, like, in general, or is it going to be coming to PC? I mean, I guess it's, like, if it exists at all, or even, like, before this, it was a foregone conclusion, but... Is it official? Oh shit, you're fucked. Hell yeah. Almost all the Disgaea is on PC. Just 2 more. If they ever release 3 on PC. We shall see. Oh god, I just realized that Rune Factory 5 is probably going to come out on PC at some point. It's not really relevant to me because I am getting it on Switch. But, huh. The thought of Rune Factory as a series that regularly is going to be releasing on PC, probably most likely, is so strange. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. That shit's happened so many times. Just completely losing the files for games they would want to release. And it feels like without They Seem to Treat 3, they wouldn't be willing to go through the effort that some companies have done to restore that and just remake it. Lost media. Does it truly count as lost media? Well, probably not, but what if I want to play it conveniently? Heart. Ever consider that? Checkmate, atheist. Though related to game preservation, although I've never actually played Chrono Trigger, it is cool to see that they are, I don't know, like, would you call it a remake? But, like, the one, it's a television, text adventure game they are bringing over to, like, the Chrono Cross remake, remaster? I think it's more of a remaster. Because that's cool, like, that shit isn't accessible fucking anywhere. All this is television games, conveniently as far as I know, because they're so inconvenient to get. So it's cool to see that kind of thing. It's like, wow, I wouldn't have expected a game company to actually give a shit about that. Normally game companies really don't care about game preservation. It's cool, it's great. But sometimes they're cool. And it's nice to see when it does actually happen. That, like, alone is like partially convincing me to get into it, just because it's like, oh hey, the company that made this game actually put in the effort to preserve, like, something, like, a very ephemeral part of the series' history. I want to say, I believe the Mystery of the Emblem remake, the Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem remake, included some of the... I don't know if it was... I don't think it was a television. I think it was something else. But it's like a similar format. Where you downloaded maps over. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the verbiage. I don't know it well enough off the top of my head how it works. But I believe that was like playable in the remakes. Yeah, Persona 2 Nando's is really interesting. It's like, I don't want to get my hopes up too much. It might just be them being like, oh hey, Persona 2 is still pretty popular. Let's make some merch for it. But with the rumors about like 3 getting a remake and shit like that, like the 1 to 3 collection, supposedly, that like the trademark that got uncovered, or like that they put out like 2 or 3 years ago. Does make you wonder. Also, I'm going to be getting the Makoto Nendo. I like him. Like, yes, I will take one little emo boy. Yeah, like, that's the thing that makes me wonder. Because I could see 1 and 2 being bundled together. That would make sense. But 1 to 3 is, like, weird. But there's also part of me that's like... I don't know how else to say it other than hopium. I'm like, what if it is so? Okay, but what if this very improbable thing actually did happen? Like that part seems fishy. The rest of the, like, they did the dancing game in part because they were already making all of these assets for the remake, but it's also been long enough since Persona 3 Dancing came out that it's like I am having more doubts about that whole theory. Cause like it did make sense at the time, like why would they have bothered making like high detail 3D models of all the characters of all these environments that didn't already exist, when they could have just released Persona 5 Dancing on its own and had it be like a big success, because Persona 5 is really popular and is the one that's more relevant right now. And it already had all those assets made. You know. But I don't know, maybe they're just like, hey, Persona 3 is still popular. It'd be worth it to make all this shit and only use it for a dancing game. Or I don't know, maybe they're like, hey, maybe we'll use this in the future. But even if we don't, I don't know. It's a weird circumstance. It's hard to know what to think of it. I need to play more of Persona 3 Dancing though. Good ass game. But also that requires me to charge my Vita, and that is far too big of an obstacle for me to surpass, as I'm sure you can understand. So true, bestie. But yeah, I'm glad, regardless of if it turns out to be like, you know, the premonition of a remake or not, I'm really glad we got Persona 3 Dancing. It was really cute, and I'm really attached to the cast of 3. It's the only game I've actually played in Persona, so, you know. There's good Aegis content in there, and that's all I really can ask for. I'm always down for cast of characters from really sad and dramatic games doing some goofy ass shit. Just teens being teens, baby. I deserve it. Yeah, 3 was good as hell. It's like, honestly, just in general, like, is it more of a... What genre would you... I mean, it is a JRPG, but it feels very, like... It's so dungeon crawler-ish. It's a JRPG. What am I thinking? Just like a JRPG that, like, tackles concepts like how to handle death. You know, the fear of death and, like, death of loved ones and blah blah blah. On, like, not really holding things back. It was just very, like, frank about it. It was, like, cool. It was really cool to see, like, that kind of story. I like it. It is a Shin Megami Tensei game, yeah, that's the genre. That really is its own genre. Speaking of Shin Megami Tensei games, I need to go back to 4. I haven't, but I'm also baby who is bad at games. And Shin Megami Tensei games are Shin Megami Tensei games, so they don't give a lot of wiggle room for being bad at video games, but it was really cool. Just aesthetically. I enjoyed it. But like, very, very little I was able to play of it, I enjoyed. I got to, like, on the first dungeon, couldn't get past a certain point, I was like, wow. Yeah, huh. Shin Megami Tensei games really aren't for me, huh? Like, I'm loving this, but oh my god, I'm gonna die if I try to force myself through all this shit. Devil Survivor game is good as hell, I need to get back to that as well. I own 2 fucking separate Shin Megami Tensei games that I have not finished. And that's not even counting Persona 4. We'll see if I ever get around to that. But yeah, Devil Survivor 1, the only one I've actually played myself, is killer. Like, it's a nice inspiration for me personally as far as, like, urban fantasy-ish kind of thing, you know? Because it's like, obviously, everything Shin Megami Tensei is in that kind of realm, except for, obviously, 4 is... I mean, 4 is weird, to be real about it. But, you know, it's like something about how Devil Survivor in particular handled it that is, like, interesting. I'm really into it. I guess it also, like, it had the right sprinkling of, like, trust and deceit and, like, alliance, like, that kind of thing. Like, different allegiances and, like, ways you can go that had, like, a lot of interest plot-wise, on top of, like, the cool setting and the, I don't know, interesting way everything works. Yeah, actual consequences. That's one major thing. Good fucking game. I need to actually finish it. I didn't get especially far into it, but like I enjoyed what I played of it. So same thing as 4. I don't know, Shin Megami Tensei crafts, like, interesting worlds. So I'm always really into that shit. Can I select the right tool, please? Thank you. Step 1. Okay, this is either part of the 4 or, like, 4 right here, or it's a 1, either way. That kind of shit next to it. So I know that much. That's nothing. It would be nice to go back to Devil's Survivor just for, like, it being a game that has, like, a lot of potential endings and, like, paths you can go on. Which also reminds me I need to do the other routes in 3 Houses. Maybe try and do that before the next Fire Emblem game comes out. There's so much. There's so much. I mean, I guess that's, like, the other game that I, quote-unquote, finished recently. Also in heavy quotation marks. Because I sure did play Crimson Flower, and then it was like, wow, that was great. I want to play the other routes. I never did. I started Golden Deer, and I was like, wow, I'm having a great time. Kind of fell off of it. So that's another eventually. Like, forget not having done the Ashen Wolves DLC, and there's so much left in that game for me. Fire Emblem, so true. And then also other Fire Emblem games I want to try, like Genealogy. I played like a little bit of Genealogy and it's cool. Need to get back to that shit at some point. Since this one is 32... I don't know if I can get anything off of this. At least not yet. Because it could potentially... I think this has to... No, it doesn't, because this could be like 1, 3... No, never mind. I thought that was the case, but I was counting wrong. Like the genius I am. In that case, this has to be the 3, so this block's filled in for sure. Which lets us finish that. And that's a 2. There's 1 right there. Oh, Hubert moments. I do enjoy him. God, I've just like recently-ish bought a shit ton of charms from what's that names? Fi, who does a lot of Fire Emblem art, and that did include like nearly the entire Black Eagles class. So that's where I'm at. Emotionally. But yeah, I would love to see echoes for Genealogy in particular. I'd like a Fire Emblem game that really, like, I'd like there to be a modern Fire Emblem game that critically treats incest, thank you. I think we need that as like a palate cleanser. Still. Just like that, there's a lot of cool things in Genealogy that are more important than that. But like, just as a minor detail. That'd be cool. Shit, we need that in general. So many gross things in the video game and anime industries. Bring Hidari back. I mean, Hidari's having a great time apparently making his own games. So on the one hand, I agree. On the other hand, oh wait. Why was I thinking... What? Hidari, the artist, whose name is nothing like... Oh my god. What the fuck's his name? The guy who is notably like... Kaga! Literally no similarity. I think my brain is just full of genealogy. So I was like, oh, bring a person back from that era? Oh yeah, Kaga. Yeah, no, Hidari's art is so fucking gorgeous. I need to see it again. In a Fire Emblem game. And I think that'd be really appropriate for genealogy. Stylistically. I could see it also having like an even more like serious style. Even than Hidari. But still, they would do really well. Yeah, my brain sucks at names. I hear one name and like my brain replaces it with another, and even like when I say names, my brain is like, huh, what if I swap these though? Why would I help you? I want you to make an incredibly cursed gay TikTok. Get it. Ah, yeah, Atelier. I'm so split on Atelier. Because on one hand, it looks cool and fun, so I want to try it, and I've gotten, like, recommendations to try it. On the other hand, they do some creep shit in at least the most recent one. Or, like, second most recent, you know, the, I'm blanking on the name, but the one that's getting a shit ton of merch recently just because the protagonist is really popular. So it's like, you know, not that I haven't put up with shit in games before, drills, in order to appreciate the other parts of the game. Riza, yeah, that's it. I remember watching Holly Hollotones playing through the game, and it's like, oh, this is so cute! And then some, like, this creepy-ass scene happened with a lot of the, like, teenagers, and she had to just, like, stop the game and just go play something else. I was like... Yeah, wow, okay. I think literally she just went to play Picross, which is so valid. But, like, a lot of the game looks really cool. So... a lot of JRPGs are a question of, like, how much you're willing to put up with, unfortunately. A lot of them are cool and don't do that shit, like, hit game, Octopath Traveler. But, you know what, you know, it's like, if you want to play anything cute, if you like cute stuff, it's like, suffer. Ooh, Hidari art for, Atelier, well, that does tempt me now. Well, I'll consider it. Oh, yeah, I've seen that they have, like, series of games like that. So I guess that means there's another Riza game coming out. And then, of course, people are super horny about Riza, which the game promotes. And I'm glad I've mostly seen it with regards to Atelier Riza 2. Because it's like... Riza 1, they make it very clear she's a teen. So... yeah. Oh, okay, interesting. Huh. Fascinating. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of time until I would be theoretically playing an Atelier game to decide, like, how much does this bother me, and am I willing to put up with it for the sake of all the other good shit in the game? Okay, this one's rather large. This is a pretty big one. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, that is generally... That maps with what I've heard. This is 20 wide? Hello? Not that that's a problem for me. "20 wide by 15 tall. God damn. I'm reading from the top, because I'm a genius. But I've said this before, that, like, part of why I was really excited about getting into trails was because, like, I've wanted for a good while now to actually be able to get into something that's got, like, a big continuous series, you know? Like, as far as, like, fantasy JRPG type stuff goes. Because I'm so used to, Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy style things where it's, like, a different story every time, which is great for being able to, like, get into things. But, it can suck if you're, like, really invested in a cast of characters, like, oh yeah, this is just, like, the ones they got for this game. And there might be a direct sequel, there might not, so... There's, like, definite ups and downs to it. But yeah, it's like I wanted to get, like, super invested in that kind of thing, and, like, something that's, like, telling, like, the story of, like, one specific world, and it's just, like, continuous and adding on and on and on. Because that's really fun, when you can actually, like, get super invested into it and, like, see how it builds it up over time. Yeah! Yeah, briefly... I forgot about that detail, how they just went on to 2 and are like... Yeah, anyway, fuck that, like... Obviously, I haven't played through... Second, I haven't finished the first game, let alone played the mobile games to see the story in there, but... It's sad. No more idea and ring a bell, like what the fuck do you mean? I also like Anya's and Tiz, do not get me wrong, but Idea and Ring Bell, my blondes, thanks. I realize this is probably a very popular opinion. I'm attached to all of them. But particularly, the blonde ones. Somehow. Idea and Ring Bell are really fun though. Yeah! Yeah! Murder by Numbers has, honestly, a good-ass story. Like, I got invested. It's got a great cast. It's really fucking good. I wish it wasn't, like, the only game of its kind as far as, like, Picross is concerned. Because it's cool. It's cool how they use it for that. Sequel, please. I want it! Honestly, I wasn't expecting to get invested in Ring Bell because, like, I don't dislike flirty types. Like, unlike the, I mentioned earlier, I really hate the, like, pervy types, but, like, the like, characters who flirt with fucking everything that walks. I'm not, like, not into that, but, like, they're not generally the type of characters that appeal to me. But, oh my god, Ring Bell's so fucking great. Like, even aside from, like, you know what part of the story I'm thinking about right now. Like, all that. He's still so fun. He's so good. Oh, is there a couple other? Oh, shit. Well, clearly I just know nothing. Well, I gotta find those then. Fuck. But yeah, the art is also really good. It's got great designs, it's got great story, it's got, like, great art in general. They killed it. I want more. I also think that I'm pretty sure this is the same company that made, Fall Guys? Which, to be fair, Fall Guys is also very aesthetically appealing. They did such a good job on that game as well, from just like a, I don't know, like design standpoint, making it appealing, making it feel right for like the kind of genre they're parodying. Pixel Puzzle Makeout Club. Well, I'm gonna look that up real fast so I don't forget it. Yeah, me too. Ring Bell also punched me in the gut. Okay, I am keeping that one in mind. But also Idea, I'm also not normally into, like, the more, like, bratty types of characters. Again, don't dislike them, but no, they're not normally my type. Something about Idea. I adore her. She's a good character. I like her. I care her very much. Six, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Bravely has a fun cast. I like Anya's and Tiz a lot as like their straight men types. But they're more than that, obviously. Like you said, they're very fucking well written. It's good shit. They did really good. But also, they have such fun interactions. I love the, like, party conversations. It's a good game. I love a game that has, good party banter and, goofs and stuff. And also has, like, really good character development and serious shit for when it matters. Gotta hit that balance. Like the, you gotta have like the goofy banter and awful jokes to like endear you to the cast. And what am I looking for? Like humanize them. While also having like that like serious care towards their characters, so it's not just like, hey, here's my stand-up routine as a game. Ooh, Tails Up? Ooh, okay. I fucking forgot about that too as like on my to-do list. Despite that I just bought every Tails game on Steam except for the newest one. It was a good sale. Don't at me, guys. It was a good sale. But yeah, like that always gets me invested, is like when they're good at both aspects. They're not afraid to like have characters who are like goofy and like fuck around like friends would, and like learn to love each other, become like a found family type of deal, but also take them very seriously and have clearly thought about a lot about them, and you know, giving them proper development and stuff like that. It's like when you can see that like the writers like were able to even give that level of attention and care to writing their characters. It's so nice. That is always what I look for. That's always what like gets me into things. I want characters I can get invested in and who feel like they've got real bonds and You know... It's good shit. Yeah, I need to justify that, y'all understand. But I do want to meet your clown, though, Seer. I'd like to meet Magalios, very much. She's very funny, from what I've seen. Quite like her already. Could I do, potentially... I think I can fit, 6, yeah, 6 and 5 on... Or 6 and 3. No, wait. Wow, how did I misread that? Amazing. I know what I'm doing right now. And I think, like, that kind of, combination of, like, party banter, like, serious character development, goofs, stuff like that, like, shows the level of, like... You can tell that the writers really did, like, genuinely care about the characters, and got, like, as attached to them as, like, at least I probably will, as a result. It's cool. It's a sign of love, I think. Love for what you're doing with the game, love for the characters. Yeah, no, it's passion, it's cool. It's passion, it's investment, it's, all that good stuff. Pouring their hearts out. But yeah, I always recommend RPGs to me that have good casts. I am always down for that. Yes, 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 yes! Curse lesbians content! Fuck yes. Let's go! That is always the end goal of anything I create, really. Well, to be fair, I often try to do soft lesbian content because, well, I would love to see. Please. This could be titty. It's always a possibility. We have to be ready for it. They could do that for, like, the last puzzle just to catch us off guard. Do it in the Discord. Do it in media share. That tends to be the easiest to avoid, like, automod nonsense. I do also have to add, like, link filtering just on some level, just to be safe. I'll get to that eventually. You know, not like it's important or anything. So true, Seer. I'll write those down and I'll add those to my to-do list. I will check that shit out after stream, thank you so much. I'm always excited to see cursed lesbian content. It could be poo-poo fard. Can't lie to you. We have to be realistic about what could possibly be in this puzzle so that we know what we're getting into. This has to be the 4 right here. Yeah. mind. Yeah, and if my usual, like, sense for, like, oh, this is a big number, it'd probably be very easy to complete this part, is so off because this is so huge. There's so much. There's so much on the screen right now. So much of this game is making me put up with, but I am enjoying it very much, actually. I'm so used to anything bigger than 15 by 15 being like the jumbo puzzles, where you can't do it all in one. It's just split apart, which makes sense, but maybe sometimes I do want to do just like a monster of a puzzle, you know? Ever consider that? Oh, I did actually complete a couple columns here. So I can cross a bunch of stuff out. Which is satisfying. Alright. It's part of the 6 right here, obviously, which means this is the 2 right there. So that's something. Getting somewhere. Wait. Could be... No. No. I was correct. I'm so brilliant. In fact. I just was looking at it wrong for a hot second there. And it's like, why wasn't it, like, eliminating the, like, ones in there until I blocked things off? It's because it's a bit lenient with that shit, actually. And I shouldn't be relying on it entirely. The more you know. So this has to be the 4, obviously. This is the 2. The 1 has to be over here. Doesn't really get anything from me quite yet, though, to figure that much out. So, I mean... It's about to eliminate this one because I was like, oh, if the 4 is in here and the 1's in here, this wouldn't be filled in anything. But it might be 4, 1. It would all fit fine in there, so never mind. Oh wait, never mind. I'm fool. But I'm also genius. It's the constant state of fluctuation I'm in, honestly. And to be honest, I think that's just all of us, really, in the end. Don't lie to me. You know it's true. God, I took an Uber driver home today because it was cold and I didn't want to have to deal with that. And the dude was very, he was just immediately like, hey, fair warning, I'm super silly, I'm like childish. I'm like, okay, good to know. And I mentioned, he was like, do you work tomorrow? I was like, no, I've got the weekend off. He's like, hell yeah, yo, do shit. Go like throw water balloons at your friends. Go. I was like, you are so much right now. I mean, on a certain level, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but I did also just get off work. He's like, Wow, maybe I should do that actually. I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm meeting up with a couple people later today. They suck. I'm gonna throw water balloons at them. Like, I don't know how to process everything you're throwing at me right now. My energy level is pretty low at this point. I just solved today's Wordle, and that used up the rest of my, like, reserves until I stream. He was interesting. Like, he was clearly, like, a good dude who was just, like, I don't know, he just had a lot of energy and, all, you know, that kind of thing, but, like, I was just like, let's slow down a bit. Yeah, exactly. He's just like super enthusiastic. He's like, I can tell you mean well, and I'm sure you're a great dude. And I don't want to shut you down because I would just feel bad. But it was entertaining at times, but at other times I'm just like, wow. All right. That's a lot for me right now, sir. I'm also, like, considering him bringing up throwing water balloons at people as a prank when it's, quite cold out. Which he didn't quite seem to acknowledge. I was just thinking, like, huh. That'd be kind of a big... that'd be a dick move. But, I mean, alright. He did, like, not too long in the road, just, like, turn on the radio and just, like, not really talk as much. So I was like, alright. He also noted that he drives really fast, which I am used to. My mom does that. So that wasn't like a problem for me, but I was just like, alright. Well, I hope you're at least a good driver. Because that is at least a little bit of a worrying thing to say. A worrying thing to hear from your Uber driver. Especially someone with such enthusiasm who's so hyped up. I'm just like, okay, let's not forget road safety. Please, sir. My life is in your hands for the next 15 minutes. I mean, it was fine, though. I did live. He wasn't back to a pretty good driver, so, like... take what I can get, I suppose. But yeah, I've had Uber drivers try and engage me in conversation before, and I usually, like... I reciprocate just enough to be polite, but still, like, hopefully show them that, like... I don't really want to talk. Sometimes it's not picked up on, but it's like, I'll live. This is the first guy who is, like, this enthusiastic. It was like, it's gonna be one of those nights. It's also great because he apparently didn't even remember what day of the week it was. Like, he remarked when I got home, oh my god, I forgot it was Friday. He was Saturday at that point, but like, I understand. Um, it was like, wow, you didn't realize that when I said I had the next 2 days off? I mean, I suppose the fact that I didn't specify, you know, weekend makes it sound like I'm taking time off or something, maybe, but... You meet a lot of interesting people. For sure. On, Uber Java rides. I never, like, again, I never try to engage people in conversation, but somehow I do have, like, on occasion, some fucking real interesting conversations with people in the car from that. I'm like, I mean, I guess this makes my ride interesting, but where am I? What's happening? Oop, 1. Right. Yeah, yep. Can do these two. I suppose, I mean, that kind of gig job does attract the kind of person who likes meeting people. So on a certain level, I guess I should expect that, but at least it gives me a story to tell. Like, if absolutely nothing else. I get to say something more interesting than just, yeah, I went to work today. It was the same. Because, you know, it was... Work was very the same today. So true, Jazz. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I don't know about anyone else, but there is a small part of me that feels like my minor mistakes at work piling up and goes like, oh god, I gotta get out of here before they catch my ass. Just as like an aside that's like marginally related. But that it doesn't help that I'm also in like that mood of like, damn, I want to do something else now. Like, it feels like... I know realistically they're just gonna be like, hey, just so you know, blah, 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 blah. I'll be like, okay. But... I'm also like, but what if they care? I am technically working with sensitive information. What if they care? We also have like, it's like security tokens we use to log in, right? And we have to leave them there because I guess they're worried about us getting access to stuff at home. I don't know. One of my coworkers I overheard just casually asking our boss, would anything actually happen if I just like took this home? like by accident. He was just like, I mean, no. Like, don't do it, but like, no. It's like, yeah, you know, that just, that confirms my expectations right there. But it is that kind of place. The real secret is just, I gotta suddenly, blow up neck like I don't know, blow up on, Twitch and make that my thing. Get out of the office. Dedicate all my time to playing through JRPGs. That's what it takes. Forget, living off Twitch for any other reason. It's so I can actually finish all these damn games. Gotta go through that backlog. And I guess make content, but mostly that's the end goal. That's the success marker right there. Reminds me of how Sana's been doing like these 10-hour streams of Legends Arceus. Apparently. I'm just like sitting here looking at my like minimal amount of progress, like damn, I wish that was me. Oh, to be shiny hunting in Legends Arceus for hours on end, or whatever it is she's doing? I'm not even sure. But like, I'm glad she's having a good time. I mean, like I keep saying this, but once I'm actually set up with Ethernet and can install a capture card, I do want to do some sort of Legend Arceus stream. I'm playing it on my own, so I'm not gonna do like story playthrough. Also, just because I kind of don't want to add another RPG to my plate in terms of like story stuff, and like everyone and their mom is also playing through it right now, so I'm like, I think it's fine for me to just, like, enjoy it for myself, you know? But, I do think it'd be fun to do, like, a casual, like, I don't know, shiny hunting slash general Pokemoning stream. Honestly, I really like the format of it so far, and there is a part of me that's like, hey, what if all Pokemon games were just like this? Not to, like, I do want variety, obviously. But also, what if all Pokemon games were like this from now on? Because there is definitely an appeal to the, you know, everything isn't, like, broken down into, like, weird routes that don't really make sense outside of, like, existing as like a game mechanic. Wait a moment. And like the more dynamic way of like tracking down Pokemon and catching them and that kind of thing, as well as honestly like a small thing that I would like to see in future Pokemon games is the strong and what was the other style? I know it's like fast, but I don't remember the specific word they use. Anyway, Swift maybe? The like styles of moves you can do once your Pokemon masters them, that is really cool. And it adds like a layer of strategy that Pokemon games could really use. I haven't gone far enough in to really have seen much of it so far. So I don't know, maybe it'll turn out that's like once you're used to using it, it's kind of just blander than I'm expecting it to be, but like I love it. I'd like to see more of like either that or something along those lines. But also, this is Pokemon, and they don't like, you know, using mechanics for more than one generation or more than one game sometimes. But I do think Legends Arceus really nails down what they were trying to do with Sword and Shield with the wild areas. Which they improved upon in the DLC, but this is now, like, feeling really like, okay, this is what we were looking for. This feels more like a real, like, actually, like, engaging region that isn't just, like, big, like, a big area that's mostly empty. And if this is just, like, how the games are designed from now on, I'm down for that. Hey, Jazz, you didn't hear it from me, but pirate it. Nintendo deserves it, let's be real. And the Pokemon Company. But anyway, I love that for you. I got it legitimately, because I'm a loser. But you tried to. Oh, did you do it before the release date? Because I know Kathy Alex, if you know her, did that, and it seems like it went well enough for her. But it was also like, I mean, it was a good couple days before, so I don't know. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I haven't even tried to emulate any Switch stuff yet. I want to mod my Switch at some point, but it sounds like I have to do more research into this. It sounds like soft modding just isn't possible now. And I'm not sure how like ready I am to venture into hard modding. Yeah. You know, now that, now that we're at the point where it's not possible anymore, I'm like, damn. I wish. That is fair. Personally speaking, I had, like, a conflict about whether or not I wanted to create a new profile as a VTuber or just, like, edit my old profile and, like, unfriend, like, everyone to keep identity stuff safe. But I'm angling more now towards the latter, because, like, a lot of the people, like, everyone on my Switch who I'm friends with who I would care about retaining, I don't care if they know, like, that I'm a VTuber now and all that. And most of them already know. So part of me is just like, well, now I have, like, at the very least, the World Ends With You save file on my VTuber profile that I'd like to just, like, move right over. And you can't do that without mods. But I don't know how much it's worth it just for, you know, such a minor thing. That's always a conflict I deal with. It's like, when I'm, like, wanting to set up a, like, whether or not to set up a new profile for insert literally any game as a VTuber, or if I'm just like, you know, I'll just use my original one and like change it as appropriate, blah blah blah. But then have to unfriend people if, you know, where applicable. Hey Zen! Hope you're having a good evening. Or wait, I forget your time zone. I'll never be able to keep that stuff straight. Thank you for the posture check. Let's also do a stretch because I, you know, I could use that right now. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's hard to hold up. I was also fucking thirsty. It's hard to decide, that kind of thing. Because, like, there's also the problem of, like, with Pokemon games, it's like, yeah, it'd be cool to show off, like, the Pokemon I've had throughout the years on stream. But, of course, the name on those is not Parfait. And, like, I wouldn't necessarily trust myself to not, like, accidentally go to the, info screen, you know? Like, in theory, it's easy to hide that kind of thing, but I'm just like, I could reasonably be a fool. I mean, to be fair, it's almost AM for me as well. That, you know, yeah. It's my sibling gave me all their Pokemon games, and their Pokemon are mine now, and I don't want to dox them, you know? That's what's going on. It's rough. I mean, that's the thing where it's like, it doesn't really matter because it's not that important, but it's just like, aw. Could've been cool. But I will. Oh, that's cute! Aw, Melody. Do you think you're gonna go through with it? Or is that just like, in theory? I fucked up a little here. Gotcha, gotcha. Fuck. Cause this has to be a 9, so it needs 3 more, but this is a 2 right here. It's also something I wonder about, in terms of especially, like, corporate VTubers who have to be especially careful. It's like, did y'all just get, like, separate Switches? I know Ina didn't, I'm pretty sure. But I imagine most of them didn't, they just, like, switched their profiles over, but, like, that kind of thing, though. It's like, do you have, like, a separate Discord account? How did you manage that? I know there's, like, the beta build that you can use to accomplish that kind of thing. Like, all that, like, little nitty-gritty parts of, like, keeping an identity secret that's, like, they're never gonna be able to talk about for obvious reasons. I'm like, I would like to know for me, though. Not that I have to follow their standard, but it's like, it would be interesting to hear about how Hey Lee, thank you for the raid! How a corporate VTuber handles that shit versus, you know, someone who doesn't have to care as much. Hell yeah, Legends Arceus! We're just talking about that. Ish. Just as relative. But welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. I have fucked up somewhere in here, and I don't know where. So that's where I'm at. Cause like that, and the 3 works out just fine. But this part. Cause like, how do I fix that? Do I just wanna put up with it and do an error check? I probably do. It feels bad, but this is also one of the hardest puzzles in the game, so maybe I should just deal with it. Maybe I should just... Maybe I should just accept it. Accept my fate. Okay, go get you some foods. That's important. Fuck. Where did I go wrong? Hey, Lynn! Good to see you. Well, thanks. That's a good question. That's a very good question, especially because there's an area in there somewhere. You know what? Did it also say, like, the top corner? Yes. Genshin is pain? Yeah, I feel that. It's been a long-ass time since I last played Genshin. Maybe I should play it again at some point. I gotta get back into it because apparently, this isn't even recent at this point. This has been around for a while. Apparently there's a really good free spear for Xiangling, and I like her a lot. Oh, there's an event going on. Gotcha. Oh, but pain though. Yeah, feel that when you're like trying to do that shit last minute and you're too late. Oh, gotcha games. Ganyu still going? Like, is she up for, like, the current banner? Gotcha. I like her very much. I want to get... Oh my god. It's one of the kids who is going to be coming out later, back when I originally played it. She's, like, from Liyue, she's got, like, the bells. I don't know if she's out yet. I have been, like, disconnected from that game for a hot minute. Oh yeah, Sincho? I think you got it right. Well, thanks. Thank you for the follow.
Ball taken.
Time. Yeah, I remember that, Lorzen. That was wild. That was something. Like, damn, good for you, girl. Oof. Yeah, were you grinding specifically to get, like, Prima Gems from the event? Cause, yeah. I haven't done that in, Genshin specifically, but I know the feeling in general. Alright, Night Phoenix. Get you some good rest. Good to see you around. So yeah, I've definitely, like, grinded out pulls, like, right before banners are about to go down, and, it's, painful. I mean, granted, in this case, it's the event that's ending, but, like, you know what I mean. Wait, hold up. I think... Yeah, I can do this one. Understandable. Do your best. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, maybe I'll go back to Genshin eventually, because I have to see Xiangling again. I think she's nice. She's fun, and she also made it so I was like never interested in any of the banners, because I was like, I don't care. That's not gonna be my main. Well, that's a lie. That's a lie. I was interested in the Lumiere boys. It's been long enough that, like, names are escaping me, but, Child and, oh my god. Morax, what the fuck was his actual name? But, like, they're, you know, not normally the one to pull for boys in gacha games. I like them. They're fun. Occasionally a gacha game puts out a boy where I'm like, okay, you got me with this one. I can't deny that I actually do like this one. It's rare, but it happens. I'm the other way around, Zen. Like, real life, no interest in men. Fictional boys, though. Sometimes. Sometimes. Also, a couple of pop idols, but don't at me. Honestly, that's probably a healthy way to live, then. You at least avoid one, category of anime thirst. You're safe for about, 30% of the banners in, say, Genshin, for example. Yep, feel that. Need that shit all the time. Thank you. Lemon. I see a cute girl, so I'm like, hi. Unfortunately, a lot of gacha games have my number. As far as character design goes. Queen Slay, yeah, so true. Megaleon, thank you for the host. Cause like, not to have generic taste, but Ganyu good though. I like her, she's cute. Just while we're on that train of thought. So true, Watermelon. These nuts, though. Amber, yeah, that's very fair. Amber's good goals. She's so cute. Yeah, so, like, I feel you. I feel like Ganyu's gold's for me, personally. If I could look like that, I'd be living. Well, I wouldn't be living, I'd be an anime character. Hell yeah, you are, Watermelon. Fuck yes. We love some self-love in the chat. Thank you for the villager.
Vehicular
I'll actually...
manslaughter.
You have to tell me what sound clip played for Slayer so that I can do it. Because I don't hear that shit right now. Please, please, please. But, one of these days I'll actually play Vehicular Manslaughter. Because, see, I do actually remember all of them. So true, Watermelon. These nuts! Like I was trying to say before I got distracted. One of these days I'll actually play Minecraft on stream. I mean, I've done it briefly before.
Get some growth going.
Okay, which one is this? But, so I can actually have, like, the villager redeem. Go off. In context. Y'all, if I get to a village on stream, y'all gotta spam it. How could you forget about Parfield? I wish that's what would happen when you hit a bump, Watermelon.
Time
Not
for
even
an
like...
ant. I'm a cat who
I
loves
know
to
what you
snoop.
mean, in that it'd be like an actual murder, but I like the concept of like literally you just like drive up on the curb a bit and vehicular manslaughter. It's like, huh, what? It's true, it would not be murder. Good point. Sorry. Sorry. What am I thinking? What Harfield clips played, by the way? I gotta ask for like reports when this shit happens. It's how it has to be. I gotta have just that replay for me. Again, I have to check to make sure shit's working next stream, I guess. Because this happens very rarely where it just, like, doesn't want to play back audio on the, monitoring, I don't know, audio stream, whatever you want to call it. And there's no good reason for it. It's got the right track selected, that, you know, that audio source is working fine. OBS is just like, nah, I don't feel like it. It's like, okay, OBS. I guess that's fine. Do whatever you want, buddy. I'm just here to support you. I don't know, Zen. What happened to land on? Boy, I'm looking forward to the conclusion to this story. Slip, fall, and land on these nuts! Yeah. Pretty brutal. So sad for Landon. It's a good thing I wasn't trying to pretend like I didn't know what you were about to go for. Because me pronouncing it as Landon is a pretty easy giveaway. It's not about the trick, honestly, sometimes.
I ate this food.
You just gotta say it. You just gotta do it. Oh, Parfield. I'd like to thank Sierra for just launching that on me. apropos of nothing. Just like... Ha! What if Garfield, though? But Parfield. Did it! Done did it! Let's fucking go! Yeah, Watermelon? Fuck, you got me. You totally do nuts to me. You know, there's no way I could avoid that one. Let's view this memory.
Sunday Driver.
After all this, like, 3 weeks worth of streams. Oof, buddy. Sunday Driver. Thank you. Thank you for the Slayer. It's right, I've literally never played Halo. But I listened to all of these voice clips just enough between setting up this redeem and also my time on Tumblr back in whatever year reblogging all these jokes. It's not like Scout's gonna delete his own memory. Scout, who now is considering this possibility. That's where you got the quotes from. I forgot about that. That he just, like, knew that. Yes. Yes, overclock Scout. I love that she never fucking responds to his jokes. Huh, but that's it though. Honestly, with the way the puzzle's been ramping up, I expected it to last even longer. But, you know, 2 hours for just these is about right. But yeah, postmortem. Yeah, postmortem. Good fucking game. I love Murder by Numbers a lot. It's a very sweet story, and I want there to be a sequel real bad. Postmortem, so true. Yeah, that's what I really meant to say. So since I finished this, I think it's time to just chill out. Nice Friday evening. Definitely still Friday. It's Friday right now. You have to accept that it's Friday. I'm gonna do a little Cozy Grove. So I'm gonna switch over to that. Thank you, Jazz, for agreeing it's Friday, because I'm right. And let's do some Cozy Grove. Because it's been a little bit. Really do need to get better about actually, like, going back to this game from time to time, because it's really cute, and I should. And it takes like 2 seconds. But I forget. My memory bad. Wait, must always be right. Thank you. Mwah. Love you. And I'll change the title and everything. Be a responsible streamer. But it's not quite working though, is it? I think this might be the kind of game that I need to capture through game capture. There we go. Done it. But I think I need this, honestly. It's such a nice, like, just cool down game for him, like, done with shit, honestly. I really should play it more. It'd be a nice, like, post-stream thing. Maybe. Just for me. Hi? What happened? Did I die? I'm no longer relaxed. It's fine. Oh, right, the season changed. Man, all the white makes everything look super, like, blown out. In color, it looks like overexposed. I'll get used to it in a bit. I'm simply delicious, apparently. Thank you for the hydrate. And the stretch. Are you sure this ensemble isn't good for me? I don't know, I think I look pretty good, honestly. Okay, but actually, I forgot she sells wigs. Teal mysterious accessory scarf, peach active hat, formal glasses. Do I have any of that offhand? Let's start with the scarf. I think generally it does, like, just have it in shop if you don't already. Like, it draws from stuff that you can buy immediately. I want to say. Peach active hat, formal glasses. Wow, I don't have any of that shit. Oh, buddy, Charlotte. How you feeling, buddy? Right, she has a quest now. Forget what actually is. Burning any relic with Flamey. Right, I need to find relics. That's important. Let's not get too distracted. I need to get, what's here? Okay, I'm done getting distracted. I need to get to clothes. Peach, active, hat. That's exactly right. And there's the scarf. And the glasses. She's really just like, hey, go buy these items that are on sale right now. No, I don't have a deal with this guy. Okay, I haven't actually seen all the seasons yet in this game. I'm not sure what I'm missing then. Probably spring. Nearby some delicious desserts behind something. What'd that mean? Seems obvious, but it never is. I'm sorry? What am I not wearing? Did I not put the scarf on? Yeah, I sure did not. Let's do that. I do like the scarf, I will say. Surely the world will take note of me now. Wow, I'm gonna find great success as a VTuber because of this great look I've got going. This is it. This is how I do it. Gotta go back to the classics. But I do like the rest of the look so far. Let's find some spirit wells, just for funsies. When we're looking for those desserts or whatever. Still cold. It looks larger now, but I honestly am not sure. Right, I need to get salt. Forgot about that detail. Also, do you have any packages? I have a real passion for the mail. Maybe that's my new job now. Also, I got mail. Parents can get so upset when their children don't come home. Haha. Yeah. How many kids have died under your watch, buddy? Do I want to know the answer to that? Oh, war? So I think I want to go north-ish, northeast-ish. Salt. Okay, and who needed that? Allison Fisher. So I can check the... Ooh. How do I actually use it? I forget. Do I just right-click on the spot? It's right there. How do I... Unless... I probably just need to stand exactly on the spot, don't I? Doesn't seem to be getting larger, but it is staying. Maybe I need to use it from my inventory? Good night, Kazik. Thank you for hanging out. Now what? Oh, there it is. Got him. And Francesca needed that. But we'll give you your stuff first because you're very close. Her favorite song, which is so good. Just gonna feed the animals. And look at all these recipes. God damn. That's a lot. A heart-shaped bonbon, cute. And now I'm a chef. And got some spirit wood. Let's go. Hell yeah. Please, my money. My pocket change. But look at this gathering over here. Excuse me. I had one old coin over there. Sorry to disrupt. You thinking about food? Do I have any of those? Apparently not. They're pretty common, so I just kind of figured I would, but you know, I'll worry about that later. But also, get all this stuff. Excuse me, passing through, don't need anything, sorry. Does that seem disrespectful? I wouldn't worry. I'm sure the spirits concerned will let you know if they take issue with it. Great, that's great to hear. Yeah, you know, I'm just not gonna worry about it at all. Another spirit wood, alright. 2 in a row. Oh, coins for me, please. No, get over here. Get. I need to spend y'all on clothes. Nearby some delicious desserts right under a leaf pile. Okay. Speaking of leaf piles, there's one right here. Not the right one, apparently. I don't have a yam, do I? No. Gonna have to dig for that shit. Speaking of digging. Well, I'll take a silver coin. A chestnut. Alright. And apparently I got something down here to take a look at. What you got, buddy? What you got for me today? Can I help you? Understandable. Probably need to go over to Allison for that. But I do have a couple things to hand over to you. Is there anything else? Yes. Right, the chestnut and the salt. Alright, Allison it is then. And should still be keeping a lookout for the desserts. Wherever those are, which I mean might be near Allison. Also, spirit logs. Spirit wood. For you. One final log and I'll be full. Ooh. Expansion upcoming. So that's exciting. Oh, new letter for me already. Why, I just checked the mail. Or softer rocks. It's really the same thing. That's an egg. What specifically was it? It was a tea egg. Speaking of eggs. Can she make that yet? Might not be able to. It will turn out fine bakery. I don't know how I'm just noticing that's the name. Lovely. Yeah, I guess she might have to get her stuff upgraded a bit before we can finish that quest. Sad. Leave pile? Mail? Nope. But we can do some stone skipping. Assuming I have them. Yes. Need to actually close inventory, you know, that helps. Think this should do it. What? Fuck. Well, I certainly tried. Got him. I mean, this isn't golf though. That's the point is to do it in more than one. I'm just so used to trying to be efficient. Aim just like a little further. And you know, get the angle right. I did. Or that works. Apparently that works. Hey. Sure, why not? Who cares? Aims off, whatever. It'll find its way in there. Ooh. I forgot about the fancy greens. Oh, you know, that's probably... yeah, something to donate. Also, I don't know why I like decorating his spot specifically. I just think Mr. Postman deserves stuff. And that's just my opinion, and I am correct at all times, so might as well be fact. Anything cool on the beach? Looks like a no. But let's turn in the fancy greens. And also all this. Get some nice rewards. Money for me, please. I mean, ooh, 10,000 coins, okay. And some relic ash. Ooh. I mean, that's probably just gonna be something I want to turn in immediately instead of using it for the quest. Oh no, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I think I gave some to him the last time. Let's keep digging up some leaf piles, though. Or just do exactly one and achieve that instantly. You know? That works too. I should probably be keeping my dowsing rod out for the one quest. Keep an eye on that. Now that I have so many coins... Actually, I wonder if there's another upgrade I can do immediately. Let's see. So I think it was listed as like... Yeah, okay, 200,000. Yeah, no. I think I am going to buy other birds, though. Because that is very important to me. Well, I guess I should put some things down, shouldn't I? That is important. First and foremost, new bird. And this should be our upgrade. $11 new characters. Hello! Oh shit. Go get you some rest, Jazz. Thank you for hanging out. It's good to see you. Scout rank 7, baby. Apparently, my storage is full. Well. Oh my god, I had the recipe for TI crafting. Okay. I know exactly what I'm doing, clearly. Wait patiently to get delicious nut. Oh, apparently there's something relatively nearby. I put tree right here. I don't actually know what kind of decor is around here. I know it's not spooky, at the very least. Oh, yeah, I did see the trailer. I am hyped as shit. I want to know what the fuck is going on. And who that was in Ota's house? Like, just as one small thing. Who are you, ma'am? I am really looking forward to that game. Honestly, it's... I like the original a lot, so... I know I'm gonna be even more into a game where you actually play as Mizuki instead of, Date. I think this isn't at all right. You know, like, I just have an inkling. But this isn't really leading me towards anything either. Ooh. I forget if the smaller cold sign is a good thing or a bad thing. Because does it mean I'm getting warmer? Or is it small to indicate... What that? What that? Is that normal? That hasn't just been here the whole time. Is that from the upgrade? Can I skip something over to you, buddy? Can I? Huh. All right. Whatever that's about. Let me re-equip my dowsing rod. Forgot it was just right there. And also put this here, because I think I might need to do that in order to actually use it. Or it's just not responding properly, regardless. Please. Please, I want to cut this down. Thank you. What does this all mean? Where's the warm spot? Please. Ooh. We get in there. Those are civilian rules. I'm a professional. Black socks! No, I thought it was gonna be great. Sometimes it's just socks. I wasn't even thinking that. Socks lines up perfectly. I mean, I didn't really have expectations, period. I didn't even, like, consider what was in the package. I was just like, yep, you got a package, I'll find it. I would do anything for you, buddy. Anyway, let's see where this is leading us, because we need some more stuff to burn. Ooh. Oh, hey, there's one of the newbies. And that's new, though, so I want to donate it first. Gotta wait until I get dupes. Now, who are you? Valentina? The mayor? I hope it's temporary. No, I'm living here now, buddy. We gotta do paperwork. A welcome packet for the complete Cozy Grub experience. Holy shit. Behind something. I mean, I think I have a general idea of the area from that. Let's see. But I might as well turn in some stuff while I'm on my way. Although it isn't exactly on my way, since this requires me to go all the way over here. Hey buddy, the mayor's back. Does that matter to you? I'm sensing a no. Oh, I get relic ashes from turning them in. I forgot about that. Somehow, even though it just happened earlier. Nice, I said 2 of them. So, only the one more. So, I mean, even if I get like a duplicate of that, that works out pretty well. But I think there is something along the lines of supply shelves over here. I mean, would this count? Because it is like a storefront. I guess not. Is this supply shelves? There's something there. But I can't tell if it's just part of it. I think that's just part of the decoration. Well, clearly I was wrong. So we're gonna have to do some hunting. But also I want to find out what the one recipe requires. But not without digging up everything I find on the way over. Happy bird essence, salt, and boiled egg. Do you boil eggs? Yes. Well, noted. I'll have to look out for that. Oh, I think she was hinting that I get eggs from rocks. Possibly. I mean, I do have birds I can get them from, but like... I do wonder. The fact that you can get the bird essences from, just combining enough softwood. Ooh. I think he was specifically looking for the thing that was under the heart, but, you know, we can tell him. Do you want some feet? Hey, thank you for the cheer, Leah. I do not have a stream deck. I should get one at some point, because that'd be helpful. Especially when doing full screen shit. Honestly, I might change the goal I have on my Ko-fi to stream deck instead. I used for a while, oh my god, what am I thinking of? There's this one app that basically emulates Stream Deck. Totally blanking on what it's called right now. But I can't use it anymore because I'm using my phone for tracking now. So I do want a Stream Deck at some point. I mean, they're not super expensive, so I might literally just like pick one up. But yeah, I wish you good luck at figuring out Stream Deck stuff. I might end up having to ask you for advice once I get it. I gotta name it Tangy. Are you kidding? Tangy. What did I name the other ones? Tangy, Bambi, and Hera. Honestly, they have like really nice like name suggestions for this game. It's I like it very much. Normally having set names is kind of sad, but like... Oh, gotcha. I'm sure there's all sorts of nonsense you can get up to. Not what I wanted to go to. Hiring it into various programs. Honestly, I'd like to have it just so I can have expression cues set to something that actually has icons again instead of like using my numpad. Although, it's probably not as fast as it could be if I'm not doing that. It's because there's so many pages you can use. I wouldn't necessarily want it to be not immediately accessible, but that was a nice thing about having my phone as a baby stream deck. But yeah, I use my numpad. Like, it just seems like the best option. I'm glad I'm not alone. I literally just have like a note card with the expressions scratched on, just so I remember. I mean, clearly it's not helping me remember. Still relying on it, but, you know. Well, that's gonna be, in the plans. Stream deck at some point. Hell yeah. Please do. Right, I forgot I actually got your thing. Hold on, let me grab these coins. Okay. Now I can give it to you. Sorry, I got priorities over here. Thank you for the lurk. Oh shit. CG, cute. Melting metal sounds fun. In a soul-destroying sort of way. I need to erase my past mistakes. Alright. You know, that's fair. Something so tacky and gaudy that the spirits of Cozy Grove decided to curse me for it. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Precisely, methodically, one heart at a time. Hello? Oh, Jeremy. You're not doing great, are you? Can I harvest these? Please? Can I at least interact with them? Step 1. There we go. Have to click at the base of it. Then it'll let me. Can't fit this stack in your backpack. Fuck. Well, I'll have to handle that. Most importantly, though, they got a new friend. Thank you for the boop, Matteo. Always appreciated. And Birdie. Another blue one. Shardafast! Shardafast? More names. Onyx could be good. Let's do Luna. I'm spending. Doing a real good job at spending my money. Okay, right. I needed to, I needed to get rid of stuff in my inventory. That's a priority in theory. Oh wait, I have eggs. Freshly harvested this morning from an extinct species. Yeah, that sure is how it is on this island. Let's just put this all in here. Wish I could just, like, do everything, but, well, you know. So it goes. I have to check through everything I've actually put in here to even see what could fit. It's kind of a mix. Probably don't need all these in here. Let's do the important stuff, maybe. Because this stuff I could just, like, get rid of and not feel bad about it at all. Boy, if I couldn't do with an inventory upgrade, though. That'd be nice. What you got for me, bud? The miracle of carpentry. You could just do anything with carpentry. Apparently. Anything you can imagine. Fuck it, it's video game crafting. I don't have to worry about it. Kind of forgot about the residency paperwork. Might have gotten a little distracted. Eggs. Mine. Give it to me. I need it for food. Please. 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 Can I get these? Am I allowed? Am I allowed to get these? I need this. I need this right now. Please. 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 You can just lay more. I promise. Man. What's the point of it all? That's a lot of coins. Oh, thank you. Alright, let's get this shit. Nailed it. I think the amount was about right, it was just off it on the angle. And that's too much in the other direction. Good enough for me. Okay. Supply shelf, which could mean a lot of things with the way this game works. Maybe Jeremy? 'Cause he's got a lot of that. Is this supply shelves? I mean, it is. There it is. Just that easy. I don't want anyone to know those forms were just lying around in the dirt. No, it's like that in every office, don't worry. I did it. Another birdhouse. For who knows? I'd love to know who that's supposed to belong to so I can stop collecting them and using up inventory space, but I mean, you know. It's fine. probably. Okay, so I need a relic for this one, which is gonna take a hot second, but I only need one. And what specifically was I missing aside from eggs, which I don't remember where you get those. I have some, but yeah, I need 12. Does it just say in my inventory? Does it give a hint at where the heck I got those? Right, they're not immediately in my inventory. I stored them, but I don't think it did. I saw some. I saw some in a tree, but couldn't take those. Maybe you just have some. No. Yes, I just can't see clearly. Ooh, buried thing. Well, just quartz. Actually, is there anything I could make that's interesting right now? I mean, quite a bit, clearly. Although, the main thing I'm interested in is the new lamp, which I don't know how to get the pigment yet, so that's gonna be a hot second. Hello. Thank you. And I'd love to cut this down, please and thank you. Let me just, toss this over to you, buddy. Nailed it. At least I noticed. Were you mad about that? Did that upset you? Did you want more? Or did they take it first? And that's the issue. How is that for you? What, do I have to aim specifically for you? Wow, okay. I think I do. Just gonna aim for its spawn point and see what happens. Ah, it was like the furthest one out, so I was hoping I could get it over there. Yeah, I'm standing too close. Come on. Where's the one guy? You are so mean. You are so mean to your friend here, who just wants mushroom. Yes! Got it! Look at how happy this one is. Give me your essence. The bird coop I've got going on over here. Ideal, really. This is how I want to live. If I can get 3 skips on this, so I could get another relic, that'd be amazing. Like, I do like the dowsing rod, that's fun, but, I think I have kind of exhausted all of my relics from that for today. That or it takes some real hunting. Nope. That do it? Almost. Make sure the aim is just right. Please, 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 please. Got him! Nailed it. Is that just the same as the one I've been getting? Okay, it's one I've gotten before, at least. And it's one I've turned in. So let's burn it! Who cares about the historical value? We're burning shit today. A pro pickaxe. Nice. Or just a metal pickaxe, apparently. But I think that's pretty good for today. Just a shorter little stream. Sometimes that's nice. So, I'm gonna finish up with this and see if I can't find someone to raid. But yeah, thank you for joining me for today. Thank you for hanging out while I finish the very last couple things in Murder by Numbers. And now we're like actually officially formally done. So, I'll figure out what I want to do for next week. I've been thinking... Hey, good timing on my part, apparently. Hell yeah, though. I've been thinking I want to at least try out Pokemon Nuzlocke, but... See how I'm feeling? I've got other things that I want to try too, so... I've got ideas. I got plans, possibly. I'll see who is online, though, who could raid. Yeah, like, I think I am gonna try that. It's just like a short little thing to do before I use this time slot for, I don't know, playing through another game, doing something else, maybe doing like art streams more regularly. I got decisions to make. But let's see what people are doing. Speaking of Nuzlocks, Liz is currently doing a Platinum Nuzlocke, so let's go over there. Alright, I'll set that right up, go over, spam those emotes, say hello, give her some love, and see y'all tomorrow night for some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Alright, let's see if that's set up. Alright. Good night, get some rest if you need it. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.